Well, hello! Welcome everybody to Grimm's Tavern. Yay! Thanks for joining us on this Friday night on Twitch. We took a little break, but we're back. We missed you so much, and if you haven't caught us live right now, you're probably watching us on YouTube, where you can find the rest of us, the rest of our content. By the way, if you haven't liked, subscribed, or whatever for whatever you're watching this on, please do so. It takes a second, helps us out. Now back to the magic. We had a pretty interesting time last time. Yeah. Now, we last left off with Alex Straza, unfortunately meeting her, and when the PCs decided to help Mr. Piff find and track down one of his escaped animatronic sort of recreations, I guess, of what was once a real animal. His culture doesn't have real animals, so they use this zoo to make animatronics, and they've all escaped after he landed mysteriously in your world. And upon helping him... bizarre. And upon helping him track down an elephant, it was a little bit too much for you guys. Unfortunately, Alex didn't make it through, but you guys are on a mission. You're going to see what I don't know which mission, because you got a couple personal ones now, but we're going to see what happens as you guys take Alex's body back to the boat. You've just basically hit the boat, started to lower her down into the hold there, and make your way home. You don't see the captain, but you do notice, as it's a little bit darker now, and you can... see that there is some rain starting to kind of trickle down on you guys a little bit. You notice that there is a bright light coming from above you. In the darkness and the wet, you feel a dry heat and a light. As you look up, and the crow's nest has what appears to be, it looks like a piece of flaming debris coming towards you, but the closer it gets, you realize it's actually not a piece of flaming debris. It looks like two phoenix wings.
What?
Carrying a humanoid-type creature from the crow's nest down to landing essentially whereabouts you guys are. And you see what looks like a cat creature. Minxy, do you want to describe your character?
Oh, well, I'm a cat creature.
Yes.
I'm a tabaxi.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm a gray tabby tabaxi. Though mostly humanoid looking. I've got the ears and the tail though, and some cat claws as well. Yeah, I'm just wearing kind of like roguish type clothes, so like a little cloak with a hood and stuff. Yeah, and I have phoenix wings.
Oh, my shield at the ready.
Nice.
I see that.
Yeah, and she comes down. You can see that the cats are kind of around the ship tying things up, and they're just looking. But they've been looking there the whole time. You just didn't catch it because they've been keeping their eyes locked on this thing as the Minxy tabaxi lands near you guys' feet, and the cats are still just kind of, the little kittens are still kind of just jaw-dropped watching this thing.
Well, yeah, we were below decks putting Alex's body, then we walk up into the rain.
Yeah, and down comes
hell?
this. Yeah, and down comes this thing. You got to actually see them just walk down to the hold and walk back out again, which is kind of what made you think maybe you should go down and take a look. Someone's coming on to Minxy, your ship, or at least what you thought was your ship. Why don't you tell them what you've been up to the last little bit?
Well, I saw the ship on the shore, and I thought, I don't see anybody on there, so I wanted to get off of the island because I have been stuck there for about 5 days, all alone. So I moseyed on up and noticed that there was a crew of little cats on there. So I asked them what was going on, and this wonderful cat named Tobias said it was his ship. And I said, I am taking it from here, buddy, and became captain of the ship, and we repaired it, and we're about to set sail.
Yeah. They are quite excited and worshipping this very large humanoid cat creature. And it's about this time, as you guys start going in and out of the lower deck and coming back up again, that you actually hear someone coming from below deck, and it's the captain.
Yeah, Rufus.
Or what he calls himself, the captain. Yeah, Rufus carries contact. He comes up, it's his ship, and he's kind of doing one of these. Hello!
Have you been sleeping all this time?
I haven't been sleeping all the time. I was half the time or so. You know, the cats were doing their work. It's why they're here. Who the hell is that?
Who the hell are you?
I'm the captain of the ship. My name's Rufus.
Did you just let her on? Like...
I didn't let her on.
Okay.
What? I have been here the whole time.
Not on this ship.
Yes, I have. I came out of that bag. I came out of that bag with the other cats.
He looks at the bag that Tobias had pulled off the other cat.
I don't know much about those other cats either, and you're kind of cattish, so I mean it checks out.
I've
Alright.
been here the whole time, right?
I
Yes?
don't even care. Just get the damn boat fixed so we can get the hell out of here.
Okay.
He's looking around, just trying to make sure that everything's still decent as he woke up to a new party member.
All right, I put Alexstrasza down. Hopefully they can get her. Who the hell is that?
Yeah.
I've been here the whole time. I am.
All right.
I
I'm
am
pretty
Cat-
sure
Cat
you have
Crew.
not. Who are you?
I am Cat Crew. My name is Minxy.
We already have a cat
Yeah.
called Minxy.
Victor?
What now?
You two know each other.
Oh my God, Victor, you're here! Oh, I've been looking for you. I've been waiting for you.
Do you know
I did not know that I would find you here.
And at that point,
What?
I'm gonna run up to him and give him like a whole bunch of kisses.
yeah, as she's running
shit.
up,
It seems to know you very well.
so she runs up and she wraps her arms around you as you have your head perched between the nape of her shoulder and her ear, and you're just kind of looking, going, okay, what's going on? And
Yeah?
from behind her, as you're patting her on the back, kind of confusedly, you see blowing in the wind a page.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And I'll just, while like holding her with my arms kind of out, I'll just snatch it and start reading while she's like, stop, no licking.
Yeah, yeah.
Get not in the eye. Just like keep reading. All right. After securing the blimp, the brave feline warrior searched for any signs of life in the southern slums. Perhaps you could find some rations while Victor hunted for a new base of operations. The hell?
What? That's you.
This is all well and good, and truly appreciated. I needed the boost.
I am so glad that you have found other people. I have been looking all around and I haven't really found anyone else. I've just been looking for you the whole time and I wasn't sure if you came over here with me or what happened. It was so weird.
Okay. I'm sorry to say that I don't follow what your deal is, but
I went scouting. Maybe you don't remember anything yet, but I went scouting, and you were back at camp, and you were with B and Vimic. Yes, okay. And you were with them, and I went scouting to see if everything was okay, and then all of a sudden I ended up in some place that I didn't even understand, and
Yeah.
none of you were around, and I couldn't find you anywhere. Now you are here,
okay.
and I am here, and we finally found each other again.
Not quite.
Are you
I'm
from a book? Like,
no,
not
we're
this
we're
one?
the only.
What?
Well, actually, we are
Yes.
in a book, but we're in like the
What?
main
Yes,
book.
but
Everyone
no.
else is from a book.
What do you think happened?
Then your
What?
name is right there.
What world are you from? There's all kinds of worlds that are
What do you-
crashing into us lately.
What world am I from?
Yes, what's the name of the place you come from?
Continent, the island, the
Yeah.
City?
That is a bit foggy.
I don't know if you remember or not, but it's Mino.
Mino.
Is the continent, and Presonus is the head, the
Presonus.
capital.
So we were in Mino, near Presonus.
You have a Presonus.
Or was it Presonus, or what was the other one?
Oh no, it was
Oh, Presonus is in this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, what was the
Sonar,
one?
isn't it?
Sonar.
Sonar.
Sonar,
you.
yes.
Thank
no,
you.
it's the city you're from.
Yes, thank you.
Sonar.
Okay. So, as little as I know about what's going on between us specifically, we actually are old hands at the situation you find yourself in there, dear. See this piece of paper that happened to drift into my hand the moment you hugged me? It's raining, right? Like this paper drifted out of nowhere in the middle of a rainstorm straight into my hand.
Victor, you are not making any sense.
No, see, the
Nothing
problem
makes
is I'm
sense
making a lot of sense, just not to you, because something very confusing, I imagine, has just happened to you. You're from a book. Your world is written by a god. He, and I know I...
Byzance?
So what now?
Byzance.
That we don't
Remember Byzance? You hate him. But we were helping him.
I
He's
don't
a
like this
god.
god author
You
very
remember?
much, so maybe...
Maybe he's called that too.
Do I?
He's got a million different names, but
But Byzance is one of them?
no, definitely not. I
Byzance,
don't
he's like
know.
a god, but he can't really do it like anything.
That's like the god author! That guy's
To be
trapped
fair,
and we
yeah.
have to bust him out
It's
too!
probably the same person.
They're all useless.
So, actually, hold on, we're on to something here. This is
There's-
interesting.
There's another Victor possibly here, or
Well,
like
that's
somewhere
what
in the
sounds
world.
like it.
Like some
Apparently.
some of the book people do get separated, or things get separated, maybe.
So we have a Minxy who is a cat person. Then we have this Minxy, who is a cat person also, but more cat than... Hello, Minxy.
Hello.
You're not really involved in the conversation.
Yeah, I call
Hello.
her Junior now.
Okay,
All right.
walks away.
So we have two Minxies who are cat-like.
Yes.
We have me, Victor, and apparently
Is there
another
a cat
Victor.
Victor?
Oh,
Is he a
Is
cat
he
or
a
is
cat?
he...
I kind of...
Oh no, I guess he looks just like you.
You're a big tail, does he?
Oh,
look
yeah.
like?
This is Victor right here. I think he's maybe hit his head or something. I don't know what he's on about. This
Do
is
you-
Victor right here.
I am a Victor. I'm
You're
sorry
Victor.
to say.
I know your history. I know everything that happened to you, and I'll put my hand on him.
No, I
we
doubt
are
you
in
do.
this together.
1 second.
You'll remember me.
Yeah, my guess is if you fall in love with this other Victor, he's not like me. So I don't think you know what my deal
He
is.
was sulky like you. Yes.
Well, maybe that's my
snigger.
through line. Great. So I'm a dickhead in
As
every
I snigger,
world.
I will like realize that we need to kind of get
Checks out.
going.
Yeah.
With the cats and the captain, try and like start getting
Yeah, so,
sailing while
yes.
they're talking and catching up.
Yeah, so you can feel as you first started to kind of get things figured out and Minxy came down, the boat's moving.
Oh,
It was pulling away. She was ready to set off, and the captain was asleep. So it's really good that you guys got there when you did. But yes, you guys are essentially hitting the waters
you
at this
were gonna
point.
get left
just so you know.
stranded by this cat.
Mr. Piff and Boris are aboard as well?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not gonna talk. Go down.
Check and make sure they're on. Don't leave them behind.
Yes, it's fine. All right, bye. And they walk off as well. Just go hang out with the other NPCs.
All right, Minxy, I'm going to shoot straight here with you, and I'm just going to catch you up to speed on everything that's going on. Yeah. So, we have come to the realization that there is a god who has written all of the universe into being. He is a god author. He has written our world in the same way that he has written Zarek's world over here.
I'm
He came to
not
us-
from this one either.
and he was announced to us via a page from a storybook as well. Just like these cats. None of these cats are actually native to this story, this book, in this world. They came with a page. Other things have also come with pages, and now you are the latest thing to come in. So, unfortunately, you have been cast adrift. You are not in your world anymore.
But
Your Victor may not have come with you. So,
maybe she's
My
been sent
Victor.
out.
Okay. Okay.
Everything he says
sure
is true,
she's been sent
unfortunately.
out.
well, see, that's the thing. We had another person who came to us, and they came with a message. They were very helpful, and we're actually on a quest of some importance. Because that god author who has written the universe, everything was hunky-dory not too long ago. That's why everyone was in their own world. He stopped writing because he's been captured by something or someone, and now all of the stories are starting to collide and interfere with each other. So
Right.
we're actually going to
Sure.
save this
Yeah.
god. The one that you call Byzance? Yeah, we're gonna save the useless tit and kind of make things right.
I feel like her
Part of
Victor's a
that
lot
sounds
like
right.
yours, where they'll play games
What's that?
on her, maybe. Like maybe she thinks we're playing a game on her though.
No. I sincerely.
Victor. I mean, really. We've talked about this, right? I said no hard fucking with me. Not in that way.
You really do have a history.
I'm gonna cast Zone
I
of Truth.
suppose.
All right.
I'm just
as
going
you
to
guys
go
are
check
talking,
back on Alex.
as he says that, you hear as this glow forms around you, and
And
this
everyone-
circular glow of light,
Okay,
thin lined around the two of you as she casts Zone of Truth.
Oh.
calm down.
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
speak.
Minxy,
Victor.
I'm not lying to you. You know what a zone of truth is? Do you have this spell where you're from?
Oh yes.
Yes.
does she? Okay.
Yeah. So believe me when I say that I could really use someone like you, and
Of course you can.
yeah, I mean, if only it were so.
And I could use you too, but you seem to believe what you are saying very strongly.
It's not just me. Carrie, if you wouldn't mind repeating everything I just said while you're within the circle.
Boy, yeah. So you're in a book. Maybe this is your Victor, but
Whose side are you on?
well, you could have come through like years ago. I don't know what happened.
Crazier
Like,
things have
if
happened.
it's a time, like it has to be within our time, or if it's like can be slotted in anywhere.
No, I've always lived here, haven't
Hold
I?
on, okay, what Victor is this? Is this the time when he is like moping about his ex-wife?
Oh, yes, we were about to go kill her.
Okay.
Like, she's on
Yes.
this island. Well, that island, and I'll point towards.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She does deserve
Okay, apparently there are more through. Wait,
I am joking. He's just very mopey.
hold on. Are you telling me that in multiple worlds that this god has written the things that have happened to me have happened to me? He's written it multiple times.
Oh, God.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, this god from the world that we are from, yes, he has written that your wife is horrible and she deserves to die, basically. We hate her, yes.
Cool. So every Minxy is cat-like, and every Victaire has to go through what I went through. That's awesome. That's a cool through line. I'm glad he likes that storyline,
wait.
and he wrote it multiple times. That's cool.
Clearly, her Victor is doing much better.
Oh, that's
You're
even.
with her.
Oh,
I mean, this-
that's great.
you seem
I feel
just-
real good.
You seem just like Victor when I met you, but you were a lot happier last time I saw you. I don't know what's going on, but I mean, I think maybe once you can wrap your head around it and you can kind of start to feel better and we can continue on because this makes no sense.
Tell me,
You
I'm
seem crazy.
curious. Is there a Zarek where you're from? Surely he must
Zarek.
have written me in many of his adventures.
Well, it seems like he likes
don't
certain
think
names.
No
So there's-
Sorrowblade, perhaps?
There's multiple Minxies.
Not that I've
No,
heard
Kerry,
of. I mean, like, no person that
Me?
was like,
big, strong, armor, paladin,
Well, that is disappointing.
maybe a pirate.
they're
Kerry?
pirates, yeah. I don't know very many of them. Maybe yours there is.
Okay.
I mean, Victor, you were captain once of my ship that I was captain of, that I let you be captain of. Do you remember? You have to remember that.
No, but
There's-
oddly enough, I'm in the same situation now. I'm the de facto captain, whatever that man said. There are some very strange similarities between our story and yours. And unfortunately, that makes things rather confusing for you, I'm sure. But
You were drawn to that Minxy cat when they were all fighting each
well,
other.
it's an adorable cat. Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez. Oh wow. Okay.
Maybe you're both drawn to each other.
Does that mean I get a you in this world somewhere?
You already have a me. Just remember
No,
it.
I don't right now.
No.
The other one is happier. Me not so much right
You
now.
kind of remind me of someone I know. Her name is Bee. She's like a big Okiv. Do you know Okivs? She's a big.
No?
Like an ogre?
Oh. Is she an ogre? I'm an ogre. Oh
That's-
god.
No,
I
well,
mean,
it's
you're like
similar-ish.
big. You're big and
Yeah.
strong, and
Like an
well,
ogre. In the best
and a
ways,
girl, right?
I'm gonna take off my helmet.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, and a girl.
Yes, I mean, but there are plenty of strong, big girls.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not even the same species, or
Yeah.
same name or anything.
No. Maybe it's somewhere else.
Perhaps the
kind of sounds like her a little bit.
similarities end with Victor here. Maybe this author
You
seems
don't
to like you
remind me
very
of
much.
anybody.
I'm
Thank you. Yes, I'm all alone.
I will come over and give you a hug because you're both like probably very sad and crying about Alex downstairs.
It's been a very, very rough day, but we're going to make it right, right, Mr. Piff?
Yeah,
Making our way to Cogsbrook.
yeah, we're going to did you want me to come up?
Yeah.
Alright. He comes up. What can I do for you?
How long will this journey take us? And
Yeah, well, the full journey will be about maybe a day and a little bit. If we don't really sleep or anything on that, we can maybe get some rest while we're here. Maybe about, I would say, 14-ish hours maybe on the water, and then the rest would be land if we move quickly. It'd be about a day and a
Great.
bit. I would say we should get some sleep while we're here at some point, maybe right before we hit land and wake up.
And speak candidly with me here. What are the chances here we can save Alex?
But I'll be honest, my only job in all of this is just to make sure that I take care of the animals, keep the good inventory of them. When they're broke, I take them in. I don't do a lot of the hands-on work.
I understand you are very limited, but
I have-
your people.
I have faith in what they've accomplished so far, being of the highest quality, and I feel like if anything's going to be a catalyst to push them further, this would probably be it, and they're probably the best chance you have. Aside from that, I can't give you any definitives.
You can't give me a number.
Do you know anyone that's done any of this before?
Yes. Is the concept of a higher sentient mind being in one of these mechanical bodies foreign to you?
At least sort of human.
Well, you see, we've actually talked about that a little bit because I was confused as well. The way that they said it works, because they don't speak to the elephant or the monkey or the
Yes.
anything else. Let's say the elephant's name is Jerry, and Jerry died a long time ago, and through genetics we brought Jerry into an animatronic form. The problem is, since we don't talk to Jerry, we don't know if the 12 elephants we've gotten are just 12 different Jerrys, or if they're individual personalities. Does the Jerry come in with the elephant?
What I'm actually asking, Mr. Piff, is if you've never seen it attempted on an extremely rich person who has the funds to attempt this experiment. Surely some extremely wealthy noble has
like
tried
they
to
have.
tap into immortality if it was actually a viable option. You've never seen?
There's one person,
heard of it?
he's kind of leading the team of the crew that designs the creatures. He's trying to actually do something similar with himself into a creature of mechanics and stuff.
But it's experimental.
He's very private about it, and he has access to everything he would need to do it, so he'd probably be the guy to see.
So she's a guinea pig, but at least she stands a
gotta
chance.
try.
At least she's a guinea pig with someone who's already got the cage and the wheel.
Very good.
Is there anything we can do to perhaps prep her?
I mean, do you
Body.
guys have any magic here that could help with that kind of thing? Something that could...
Well, what would help?
I don't know. What are you trying to do? Bring her mind into another body?
Yes.
All of her.
Do you have anything, spells and necromancer type stuff? Something, I don't know, bringing her back from the dead and then maybe putting her... do you have anything you can think of?
I have.
I'm not a necromancer.
I'm going to be using lesser restoration and that like cures a disease or one condition affecting it
On what?
on her, just to
The
like
dead
stop
body?
her body from like decomposing. And,
Ah,
like,
okay. Sure,
just
yeah.
to keep if that would
And
work,
while you're at it,
sort
why
of
don't
thing.
all of you roll just we'll do a history check. When I do a memory thing. Oh, I think Mark already maybe has it figured out. I'll have you guys roll anyways.
Yeah, I was
History
gonna
check?
bring it up.
Ah, cocked. Ooh, natural 20.
Nice. That's good for you because you already have it.
I already have one.
Yeah,
I got a
15.
9.
Not so
I'm
much.
not good at history.
Okay, so Mark and Calvin, you guys remember that you have that locket that lets you talk to the one that you
Yeah.
stole off that guy.
Oh,
so,
linked to the dead.
Now, the things that you require from these animals that are long dead are just like a feather, a piece of hair, a little bit of ivory. Now, we either have her corporal form still here on the ship below decks. We also have an artifact that if we were to put a memento could actually summon her ghostly presence, and that would actually encompass all of her sentience. At least we think. We haven't actually used it to determine how much of her is still present. But if we could incorporate her literal spirit into the machine, could it interface in some way? One magical item piloting another? It would be the equivalent of inserting a brain.
I
Yes?
mean, if we put that inside of the thing as a pilot, I mean, I don't do the hands-on stuff, but I mean, it's probably a better chance than not having it available at all. If did you like to hold on to it, or did you?
Yes, I will hold on to it.
Right. Yeah. Well, when we get there, just make sure we.
I'll make sure they have everything I could possibly give.
Of course. All right. Is there anything else you need me for?
I don't think so, Mr. Piff. I think we have our course charted. And, Minxy.
I will have been examining the body the whole time that they were talking.
So you've gone below decks
Yeah.
while we're talking to Mr. Piff above.
Yeah. So Mr. Piff came up as you guys
Minxy?
crossed each other on the
Oh my
stairs.
God.
You went down. Yeah. You looking for anything?
Rust
Were you?
Just run.
Since this happened at the same time, were you looking for anything in particular while you were alone?
I just noticed that they were bringing a body on. I wanted to inspect it to see whether it was alive or
Yeah,
not.
you see Alex
and,
Strauss. She's
you
passed away.
recognize it
There's
or something.
yeah.
some crushed
bits of bone, blood, some goo and substance and stuff on her. Yeah, it's just whatever they wrapped her in, and just the body there with her items and whatnot on her.
Hey, don't you touch her! Stay back!
I'm not touching her.
Back up!
Okay.
Hey, Zarek.
Hey, Victor.
I think we can take it a little bit easy on this one. If only because...
Have I not been taking it easy on her? Letting her ride on our ship?
Well, that's what I'm saying, is I don't think she's a threat. I think we could actually probably get along with her and use her help. We're a party member down for now.
For now, it's probably best to assume that maybe she is. And just maybe watch her for the time being.
I have exceptional hearing.
I'm not being secretive.
Okay.
And the fact of the matter is that another Victor, who is somewhat like myself, in a lot of ways it seems, has already accepted her and then some.
Or
so
perhaps
clearly
she's a charlatan.
I don't think so. She knows.
I'm gonna get asked.
I'm gonna do an insight
Yeah.
to see if she's like murdered an old Victorian and
Yeah.
tortured information out of him or
Do you
something.
have weapons on you that we can see?
Yes.
Oh. Well, insight. 10 minus 1. 9.
Okay. I would imagine with a 9, you don't even hit 10. You probably don't really know what to think one way or the other.
In that
But
case,
that falls right into...
I'm gonna kind of default to some Victor from another book who's very similar to me, though, has like fallen deeply in love with her.
Yeah.
And so if I wanted like a character reference, getting one from myself is a
Yeah.
pretty good one.
You're not going
What
to trust
was-
anyone more than you trust you.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone that you really love? Like,
Oh,
what would Victor tell someone they love?
I don't think that applies here. I don't
Okay.
think this Victor
Oh,
would
yeah.
know how
You
to
probably
even.
don't know how to love yet.
Yeah.
Aww.
Nice.
Poor Victor.
But I'm going to look at this Minxy and go, some other version of me is cool with her. Very cool with her. So I think I am going to be too.
Cool.
Great.
Victor,
Yes.
I know you have some fancy magic with your water. Could you perhaps put her on ice? Maybe we can save some of her.
Ooh, yeah.
I could, actually. Yeah. Sorry, I've just been very confused, but I'll get right on it. Excuse me for a moment. And I'll just kind of go off by myself, kind of open up some of the fresh water stuff, start animating and shaping the water with the cantrips.
So we
and
put
then
her in
I'll
a barrel?
Oh no.
put her on a bed of,
I'm gonna-
of
yeah.
ice and then kind of put a
I'm
slab
gonna
on top.
Wrap
Because I can
her
have
up,
2
like-
instances of it.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
pretty
Absolutely. Nice.
No, it's like a half pipe so that she goes in the bottom half,
Yeah.
and then a slab on top, so it refrigerates on all sides.
Nice.
But that's what I'll do, and I'll just kind of stay next to Alex and just keep refreshing the cantrips to keep
Nice.
the ice frozen.
Yeah.
Make sure like clean her up and stuff, make her look a little bit less broken and
Yeah,
stuff.
so before he freezes her, yeah.
Oh
okay.
yeah,
You
I'll
can give her
like
a little wipe
maybe
down, yeah, of
change.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is there anything else you guys want to do or anything else conversation-wise you guys want to strike up before you take your rest in and...
Well, yeah, because there's one thing
Okay,
that we
good.
still have to check in with our new passenger here. And I can't stress that enough. You are, in fact, a passenger here. This is not your ship anymore, now that we've arrived. And
It's not my ship.
that's what I'm saying.
It is your ship.
Oh, this sounds. You
is
mentioned something about
definitely
letting
your ship.
your Victor. Wow. All right. Is this all old news to you? Do you know what I'm going to say? Is it almost like a prescience towards what I'm? Anyway, so you are a passenger, so long as you are willing to chip in, because this isn't a free ride.
Well, I mean, I did fix your ship, so...
We put Rufus and the cats on that before you showed
I
up.
feel like
So-
Rufus just slept the entire time.
Yeah, no, I'm getting that too, because he had no idea that he had been shanghaied, and she was gonna make off with the boat. So
You don't
Like-
know that.
Those cats completely just.
we were awfully able to get onto the water. Like,
I was making the ship ready to go.
that's what I'm
Or
saying.
whenever you were ready to go.
You made
I'm
it
just-
clear you didn't
I
even
didn't
know
have to say, like,
anything about
undo
us.
the knots or, like, hoist the anchor. We kind of walked on, and I'm pretty sure we left the plank behind. Like, I'm pretty sure that just fell into
Oh,
the water
God,
at the
yeah.
edge. There it is right there. We didn't even draw back in the plank.
Yep.
You always did have trouble trusting people, Victor.
That's because you tried to steal our shit. Okay.
Tell me about it.
All right.
I'm not.
Here's
To be fair, who hasn't tried to steal a ship once in a while? Alright, now there is a thing about the Green Dragon. The whole reason we went to that stupid island.
Yes.
That can
It's content to sit and wait like the Black Dragon was.
If this
I'm
world
sorry,
can
what?
wait.
Oh,
It
yeah.
what?
A dragon.
Do you have dragons? Dragon?
I've never seen
dragon.
one. I've heard of dragons.
Ah, okay.
Giant sky lizard, breathe fire.
I know what they look like. I've just never seen one like myself.
Well-
I'm not sure that we have them.
If you stick with us, I'm sure you'll see plenty.
Yeah, because they're our friends.
We are on a quest to see all of them and gather them all together and save the universe.
That's right. And that is actually what I wanted to talk to you about. We are enlisting your help. To help us enlist the help of these dragons, because one of them is currently our friend, but the rest of them aren't so keen on us quite yet.
And friend is a generous term.
It is a generous term, but we're trying to recruit her here. So Minxy, you will get to stay on the boat as long as you contribute. And what we need you to help us contribute on, since we're one person down as of right now, until we remedy that situation, we need you to help us go around this world and collect the services of these dragons, so that we can use the dragons to defeat whoever is holding the God Author hostage. You want to free that Byzance guy? Actually, it sounds like you don't really like him all that much. But,
He's free.
oh, well, in our book he's not. And I think if yours is free...
Perhaps she's from the past, or
Yeah.
at least in the
Oh my
future.
goodness.
don't...
She like
I'm from the future. Yes.
Be that as it may, do we have your help? Are you willing to help us? We'll put things right again. I'm not the Victor you're looking for, but if you help us right the world and free this God Author, you can go and see him again.
Yes, Victor.
There's one thing that I do know, and it's that I would love to be in his situation, so I can only imagine how much pain he is in with you gone. So I kind of want to get this fixed even more now. Kind of selfishly, though not really, because I don't even benefit on this front, but I want to get you back to
maybe
your
it's your
Victor.
future self.
Yes.
Future self, I'm going to interpret it that way. But will you help us?
Of course, I will help you.
Rufus!
Great.
Yarg!
Give this woman something to do.
Alright.
He walks back up the stairs again. He's old and tired, and he looks over. Minxy.
What can you do?
I'm pretty good at performing. I can dance.
Alright, come on. He takes you down below deck, and he just literally just has like a little, what's it called? The barrel of ale there, and a chair, and he goes, alright. He sits down and pours himself a drink.
Amazing.
It's just us as a cats
around.
just performing for us.
Let her finish.
I'm not good at delegating.
This should be rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask a stupid question, get stupid results. Can I find her a job? Jesus Christ.
Okay, you
I'll
seem
take
to
some
have
of that
this-
ale too.
Yeah, he passes you a glass.
Yeah.
She's gonna get drunk. Wonderful. So
Very helpful.
you had wings though. Like, do cats in your universe have wings? Like, you kind of
no.
brushed past that.
Yeah. Just me. Just me.
Okay.
But only when I need them. It's not all the time. See, they're not there right now, but
No, yeah. They were like crazy, but can you like climb up the rigging then and have a look out while we're all down here? Just because I don't like taking off my armor to climb up there, and the boys are pretty helpless at climbing up that.
I did very well in rigging class, thank you.
I had to catch
I
you.
actually aced that one in particular.
I had to
I'm not
help you
going
and
up
catch you. don't.
You did not have to catch me.
oh, I mean, I really hate heights.
Oh dear.
Oh dear God.
Oh.
I'm stuck below decks,
I'm just
keeping this.
kidding. I will go do it.
Oh God.
I can go do that. Yes. I'm gonna bring
Yeah.
this with me though.
You flew out of the
ale.
sky. How is
Of
she afraid of
course.
heights?
Carrie, would you mind watching her? I have something I need to do.
Of course. I'll like tap you on the back and make sure you're okay, and then go upstairs.
Okay.
Oh, I know, Val. It's a reassuring tap on the back.
And I'll refresh the ice on the cantrip so that I can go
Nice.
up and leave him alone.
Good.
Hey, leave me alone. I'll cut off a little bit of her hair. Stick it in this fancy magic locket that I got that apparently lets me speak to a dead person I may have
As long
had a
as you-
connection with.
As long as you know them, focus on them, and have something to help channel
Yeah.
in the right direction, which the hair would obviously do just fine.
Put that in there, start just rubbing it with my fingers and
Yeah.
close my eyes,
Why don't you roll an Arcana check for me?
think about her and just try to reach out to her spirit.
Yeah.
Say the magic word.
Yeah.
Arcana is a 15.
Nice. So yeah, you actually did a pretty good job. As you start to hold it in your hand, you can feel it get a little bit warm, and you feel the same kind of warmth just around your ears, kind of like you're just getting flushed. And they start to vibrate a little bit, and you almost hear the vibrations in kind of the bones of your jaw, rather than hearing it like it's actual sound coming from outside. But it sounds like it's in your head, and you hear what sounds like the reverb of a different room, and you can hear Alex Strauss's voice saying hello, and you feel like you've made a bit of a connection there. Yeah.
Alex.
Zarek?
Alex.
Hi, Zarek.
Alex. Where are you? What do you see?
So you see essentially a tavern. You're sitting down at a bar. Seems like it's pretty busy, and there's quite a few people. A lot of empty drinks around. It looks like there's no one there serving anyone.
I see a tavern, but with no one here to give me a drink. And I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty, Zarek.
So thirsty.
We went to hell. What did you do? Whichever god you prayed to, it was the wrong one.
Oh, do you say that?
Do you know what happened to you?
I think so, yeah.
Alex, I let you die. We let you die. It was a bad plan. It didn't work out. Why did you not be shaped? Just attacked a giant elephant. What were you thinking?
I wasn't there. It still killed me. It's not your fault.
Did you call just to give me shit? Is this what happened?
You were in hell because you didn't beast shave.
Listen, I told you so phone call because I really don't want this right now.
It's very upsetting for me. Are you all right? Do you feel pain? Anything?
I can't wait to see Zarek's Valentine's Day card.
Happy Valentine's Day. Sorry it's late. You should have reminded me. Your fault.
I'm not in pain. I don't feel anything but sad
Oh,
and
Me too.
thirsty.
no.
We've made some gains in trying to put your soul back in some kind of body, maybe a mechanical one. Would that be all right with you, or would you like to just be laid to rest?
In an empty bar.
Most people don't get to ask or
A
these
mech-
questions too.
A mechanical, like that elephant.
Right.
You want to make me into an animal?
Hey, it's the only thing we have right now that could keep you going.
Tell her about the humanoid body.
You're not dead.
She's coming back as an
Honestly,
elephant.
I don't know if you're gonna put her in a monkey or what.
Yeah, I
no
don't
idea.
even know if we've been told if like they have human bodies or not.
It would depend, I guess.
All right. Well, what kind of creature would you like to be? I might be able to pull some strings.
We have this hippo body
Prefer
built.
A human or whatever you are.
Tiefling. Okay.
Or, you know,
That might be more
a
expansive.
humanoid of some sort would be fine. I guess
might be
I'd be
more
okay with that because I have to protect the egg. You're protecting the egg, right?
Oh god, no.
Sorry.
No!
Yeah, about the.
When You were crushed. So is the egg.
It's a dragon egg. It can't be crushed.
You feel the connection starting to dwindle a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, perhaps he was connected to you somehow, and when you died, so did it. I don't know.
And at that point, you can feel the connection break.
Can you hear me?
I just set a timer for myself.
Alex,
I don't
I'm
know what it
losing-
is.
Oh, that's really perfect,
Emma-
actually.
She got.
You can use it again after a long rest.
I go to sleep.
Oh, you just go straight to sleep.
Just right by her bed, clutching her hand.
Oh.
and when I go below decks to
Yeah,
refresh
come
the
down.
ice, I'll also throw some covers on him since he's
Yeah.
near to the ice
Yeah.
blocks.
Some
and just-
pillows and blankets.
Yeah, as you go to refresh
and
it, you can see there's a little spot kind of chipped away with a little bit of the hair exposed, and it's cut short. You can see him holding the locket in his hand, just laying down there.
Oh.
His kinks are his own. Whatever.
Makes sense. Well, he's left you alone, and now thinks less of you. So,
No, I know about the lock.
Yeah, so are you guys gonna go to bed at this point, or is there anything you guys want to do?
We'll probably do it in shifts, but yeah, I
As
imagine
much?
that's the strength of a ship, right? Is that it keeps
Right,
going while other
exactly.
people can sleep. And stuff.
Exactly. So yeah, as you guys take your turns, there's really not a whole lot to see. You're going on a straight line, and yeah, eventually you guys do wake up to the vibrations of the ship below you scraping just a little bit of the ground and the of the anchor dropping, wedging itself into the ground, and that kind of startles you awake a little bit as you guys appear to have hit land, anyways.
Awesome. Up and at 'em, everyone.
I will go downstairs and wake up Zarek, just quietly shaking you a little bit.
Morning, Carrie.
Good morning. So, can you help me get Alex ready? I'm gonna be carrying her, so
Absolutely.
want to make sure you're okay. You're okay?
I'm okay.
Okay, good. And I'll pat you on the back, nice and hard, and
Thank you.
upstairs.
Is there like a wheelbarrow or something we could put her in?
I'll just carry her, probably.
And it's at about that point that I would be walking down the stairs, and I go, all right, I'm gonna get rid of the ice. I'll put it back into water, put it in the barrel. Carry, and I'll take your shield and your sword and go, here you are, and I'll hand them to you. Go, Boris, you're needed.
I'll look down and take them.
Come on now.
Yeah.
There you go. Good.
Chuck the sword on my back and hold the shield and start walking.
Awesome.
Nice. Yeah, as you guys get up, you realize you've hit land. Rufus is there. He's all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I won't cry this time.
Alright, do you need me to do anything else, or are you all on the way?
Stop the cats from destroying it while we're gone?
Yeah.
So I'm to look after the cats then.
Yes.
Okay, no, that's good. Just making sure I understand what my life is looking like right now. It's good.
You have got a couple barrels of alcohol down below.
Yeah, that's
so
true, that's true.
You're good. You're gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Carrie, we don't want him drunk if he literally has to herd cats. That's a really hard... That expression means hard thing to do.
He was drunk when he raised me, so.
Victor, you
I can't
He's
let him
already
push
walking
out
down.
and-
You
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
don't want this kind of man to sober up either. Start to think too much about what's been happening.
No, he seemed pretty sober when he and I had a talk about what the situation was. But, no, I follow the logic. Keep him happy if we can. Sure. All right, Rufus, you have the run of the ship. Make sure it stays in ship shape.
He's been walking downstairs. Already. He's like,
I will have a very stern word with Tobias and tell them that if any cats come round, not to let them take our ship, or anyone else for that matter.
why would that does that?
Because you did it with the last person.
No, it was misunderstood.
You did it.
I say something, she hears something. Other things I say miscommunicate. You know.
Yeah, you don't own the ship.
Ah, there's miscommunicate. I see.
No, you stay here, have some fun, roll around in the cat litter or whatever we have for you.
Time for excite.
Hey, look, ball of string.
Immediate
That'll-
freak out.
yeah. That'll save them
I
for a
like
couple
that
hours.
one.
He's gone.
I'm gonna find Minxy, the little chibi cat, and I'll just be like, I kind of want to hug the other one, but I feel that would be strange,
So,
so
when you
take
go-
care of yourself.
when
And I'll
you-
just hug the little
Aw.
one and just pet it. and
As,
be like,
as you're
"Look,
petting her
girl."
back, you notice you're grazing what feels like a crude form of like adhesive and cardboard. And you look
Huh?
behind and you realize she's put two little crudely orange painted wings taped to her back. Yeah.
There. Aspire to greatness.
Goodbye, Victor.
Goodbye, little Minxy.
Don't jump from the crow's nest, though.
Oh god.
I don't want to jump from crow's nest. I don't want to die. Okay,
I've
bye.
been watching that whole interaction from a distance, like,
Oh, so as I like
Just kinda, like,
stand up
sneak off.
and look at you, and then you're just staring at me, I go, oh shit. Damn it. Oh.
Yeah.
Instant blush. Let's go. Come on, Boris. Off we go.
Yeah, so Carrie, you're holding on to Alex Straza.
Oh, no, I'm holding my weapons.
You're holding your weapons, okay.
Shield.
Sorry,
Boris
who's
is
got
carrying-
Alex Straza? Boris is carrying Alex Straza, right. Perfect. So yeah, as you guys get towards town, you're not actually that far off from, I won't call it a village by any means, but there's a little market there. It's for people that do dock at that location. There's a couple of horses and stuff like that are rentable if you guys wanted to go that route as well. There's also some carriages and stuff, and a couple little kiosks that sell fruit, rations, things like that. It's just for people that are coming and going. It's not really a city per se. Yeah. If you guys do need anything, otherwise you can just hit the road.
All right, Victor, how good's our horse credit?
So far we haven't gone to the same one twice. So as far as they're concerned, we're fucking awesome. Excuse me, sir. A carriage, please.
We are trustworthy individuals.
We'd like to rent this one as well.
What do you mean?
We will not take the insurance.
Okay, no insurance for you. Hold on 1 minute. He goes around the corner and comes up with a little clipboard, some paper on it. He goes, okay, so this one's good, okay, that one's good, okay. Okay, so these ones are all healthy, they're all good. Okay, you need to know, if you take these horses, they're very good shape right now, okay?
Alright.
See, everything checks out, so if you bring them back messed up, I know you bring them back messed up.
All right.
Okay.
No, that sounds like a
Okay.
good,
How much?
solid deal. I mean,
How many horses?
How
Is
much?
that 4 horses?
a 4-horse team.
That's great.
I
What
don't know, I
about-
think maybe 3 will be fine.
Okay, 3.
Mr. Piffy's coming. He'll need that.
Because you want, there's like
Oh, I thought
6
we
of
were getting a
you, so I
carriage.
don't know if you want to go that
I
route.
thought
we
we're
want
getting, like, a
one
little
carriage so we can
carriage.
put Alex's body there.
Do you want a carriage and like 4 horses? I
Sure.
can go that. Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay. So he goes, gets everything. He says, okay, so here's the form for the carriage. It looks good. Do you like it? Okay.
Yeah, it
So
looks
sign
great.
here saying it's good.
Cool. I don't really need to read
Okay,
the fine
good.
print since
Just okay,
probably
thank
not.
you. Yes,
going
okay.
to bother
Thank
with
you.
it.
So that will be 4 gold, and you owe it back to me by the end of the week. Okay?
Perfect.
All right.
Okay.
I'll pay
So
that.
Okay, thank you.
Chip in
It's so good
4.
to do business
You
with
got
you.
it.
Okay. What?
I'm just, yeah, they got it. We're
Alright,
good.
Yes, very good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, driving out
Thank you.
front. And,
Yes, okay. Thank you. Bye. He walks into the office there where he has basically 5 or 6 horses and a pretty decent looking carriage. 4 of them he unhitched and just went back inside, biting down on the money. You guys are good to go if you want to grab your stuff and get out of there.
Yeah, I will sit on the front and
Yeah.
start riding the horses. So as long as everyone.
Yeah, I think
Jumps in.
Boris would probably sit like on the little platform off the back with his legs dangling because he's just a little bit too tall for
Yeah.
comfort. Takes up a lot of space.
awesome.
I'll sit in
Could be
comfortably
keeping
in
an
the
eye on the
carriage
back.
then.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Yeah.
I have to tend to poor Alex. I'll be in here.
All right. Leave some of the hair on her, would you? No, just
I took all I need for,
What I needed.
you know, I spoke to her. And
it worked. The item
it did.
actually does it.
Yeah, it turns out when you die, you go to a tavern where no one serves you any drinks.
She went to hell.
Yes,
Is that
so,
what hell is?
should we even bring her back? I mean, she probably deserves to be there.
No, I mean, if she,
Oh boy.
Zarek, if she went to hell, we need to talk to the god author to not just bring her back, but he is the god. She can either follow him, or we can say, hey, make it so that she goes somewhere nice when she's gone for eternity, or else.
But perhaps his reach only extends to the living, and once you die, you are out of his control. You go to another plane of existence, perhaps.
Maybe. That's
Who
maybe.
knows?
But up until that moment, I'm going to assume that he wrote all of existence into being, and that includes, you know, the living world as well as the unliving one. I'm going to make that assumption. And I really feel like we should take advantage of the ability to extort our way into heaven. And I think Alex, I don't know what she could have done to go to an empty bar in the afterlife, but we need to get her back. Because I haven't known her long. I don't think she deserves that.
I have been to heaven before, and that does not sound like heaven.
You've what now?
What?
Oh yeah.
You went to
Oh.
heaven.
I went to heaven, yes, once. I went to go see the big man, but
Uh-oh.
he's kind of...
You died?
No, I didn't die. It's the Byzants took us there, but
You met the god author.
I don't know. Whoever I
What
met,
are his
he's a
powers?
dick.
Oh, well, that's
Kind of
not
a
good.
dick. He did not help us at all.
He was able
That
to take you
sounds
to
like him.
kind of heaven. What was that like?
Pretty. Very pretty.
So it's a pretty place
With a
run
bar
by a
that
dick.
tender?
I did not
And
see
they-
a bar. No.
So they had like people that died who went there, or where did they go?
You know, I'm not actually sure. I don't know the people that were there. I don't know if they had died or if they were just already there.
Oh.
Okay.
I was not there very long.
Your world sounds very fascinating. And
It
while
is,
it
and I haven't got the
vexes me.
chance to take you to the Great Scratching Post yet, but we will go.
The Great Scratching Post.
Yeah, okay. We're not going to tandem ride a horse, but I'm going to need to hear some things about
yeah.
your world. One, for context, and two, I do kind of,
I think we should go there.
I am kind of self-interested, at least insofar as this other Victor is concerned.
Of course you are.
So, anyway,
Stop saying things with that smile. Just like, I feel unclean. You can see right through it. Oh my god.
so I was able to speak with her and let her know that we were trying at least to put her in some kind of mechanical body, and she seemed on board.
Good.
She actually wants to be put in a tiefling body. She wants to change it up a bit.
Well, sure. I guess whatever floats her boat. It's a mechanical shell. She can change it as she sees fit, even after she's put in it, right?
We can
Perhaps.
buy her some horns. She'll be happy.
Sure.
I don't know if we have that kind of time. We have a world to save.
Yeah, later.
Yeah. But that's good news. You've made contact, so the artifact works, and we know that her spirit remains. And if it's bound to you focusing on the locket, then that's going to be a hell of a lot more powerful, I think, than a feather or something.
Yes.
I think
Perhaps.
it could work.
If it works
That's
like
safe.
that, yeah.
Very safe.
Maybe. All right, well, we can discuss this while we're on the road. We got the horses, we've got our supplies.
Right,
Fresh ice?
so-
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'll kind of shape water, kind of do the effect, layer it, put her back in the ice casket.
Nice.
In the back of the carriage.
And is this the map? It is the map.
All right, let's get a move on.
Nice. So yeah, you guys are.
Minxy, tell me about yourself as we head off.
Yoink. I'm actually gonna pull up the map here so you guys can see kind of what's going on.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you'll see it unless you're on Twitch.
Dawsington,
Yeah.
and we've gone across to that village over
Yoink,
there.
Make it a little bit smaller. Cool. So you guys are traveling not necessarily quite to where this village is as your end goal, but if you can see just at the bottom part of where this water kind of creeps into land here, right at the tip of those forests, ending right before the clearing. Yeah, that's roughly where about the direction you guys are headed.
Gotcha. Cool. Northeast.
Yep. And if you bust your butts, you can make it there in semi-decent amount of time.
Oh yeah, like if
Yeah.
if I can, I'm gonna push the horses, because they can rest when we get there.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be about 10 hours and plus the time you're on the boat, about a day. Yeah, about a day and a bit. So yeah, about
Show
10
us the
hours.
meaning of fast.
Oh yeah.
Show us the meaning of haste.
Awesome. So yeah, we'll
Cool.
push them and ride.
So yeah, as you guys start to kind of crunch through a little bit, it's been about 10 hours shy. So it's about midday or so, just before lunch kind of thing, as you guys are starting to kind of push these horses pretty hard. You don't really notice too much along the way because these aren't really roads. No one really travels this way.
No.
There's nothing really over here, or at least there wasn't anyways. As you guys eventually kind of make your way there, about 8-9 hours in, you can start to see a little bit of light coming in on the horizon that is actually so bright it almost shadows, if you will, the light of the sun going down after about 9 hours or so. And as you get closer, you see this sort of this jewel in the middle of this vegetation that looks as if part of the buildings around the perimeter have been sliced right in half. Some of the fencing just disappears out of nowhere. It almost looks like someone just used a cut tool and
Yeah.
dropped it somewhere it didn't belong. But it looks like it has quite a lot of energy coming off of it. A lot of steam and smokestacks, a lot of glowing lights.
Well, if Mr. Piff's directions were accurate, I mean, those lights look to shine not quite magically, but the same way that that machine, that initial one that we got the ticket stubs from, it
Oh, yes.
shines the same way.
The same kind of smoke seems to be filling the air.
Mr. Piff.
Yeah.
So, is there anything we have to know when we enter?
No.
Any forms we need? Okay.
Nah, we're kind of in a different world right now.
Well, no,
Seems-
of course, but like,
I think the paperwork's kind of gone out the window.
perfect. Can
no-
you sit up here?
Yeah, you don't need a visitor's pass or anything. So.
Great.
Good.
Show me
Yeah, great.
where your friend is.
Yeah, as he kind of climbs out, he makes his way to the front as the carriage starts moving. You guys approach these actually rather nice looking gates that open all of their own accord. It's not magic, though. You can see that there's actual steam and compression gears and things, and you can hear these cogs and pistons as these doors start to creak and swing open, which is almost a little bit ridiculous because about 15 feet or so that way the wall stops.
Yeah.
So it's just convenient for the sake of using the road rather than going over some terrain. But yeah, you go into the city, and he leads you to a rather large dome-like building in kind of the center of everything. It looks like it's sort of a central hub. He gets off and he goes, right this way. Starts walking in, and same thing. The doors open very similar to the other ones. This one looks almost sort of like the outside of like an egg in a very satin white kind of thing. Very smooth, almost alien-like in a lot of ways. As you go inside, you start to walk down these hallways that you see have very nice, but some imperfections. There's glass sheets that run down the hallway, making little dividers of sort of like a cubicle along this hallway. As you walk towards it, looking to the left and right, you can see inside, and there's these guys working away in their own individual little glass compartments, working away at different things, quieted in their booths not to disturb one another. And as you walk to the end of the hallway, it opens up into a rather large area. Looks like a warehouse or an airplane hangar. Lots of corrugated metal along the top and supports and struts. And you can see there's one guy frantically tinkering away in the middle, and he's running around and looking. And there's this large board at the back wall made of cork, and the other half's made of chalkboard. There's lots of notes, designs. The part that has the cork is primarily just pinned with pieces of paper and red string wrapped around, thumbtack to the next one, holding up the next piece of paper, the next thumbtack to the next one, trying to draw lines and conclusions. Kind of looks like a murder mystery scene. And as you walk in and break into the main area there, the acoustics change, everything becomes very open and reverberated. As you hear the this pattering around, and the little guy working stops, and you can see it looks like a rather large, heavy, aggressive-looking body, shiny with little metal rivets peeking out from what appears to be the rest of a metal body, but it's a little more worn. It's not very well kept in some spots, but you can see the spots where they can reach. They've done a good job of at least keeping it looking polished for themselves when they look down.
The robot?
And it stops, he looks, and you can see this metal head turn around, and he comes towards you.
Watch yourself.
Hello. Hello there. Mr. Piff, if you wouldn't mind introducing us.
Mr. Piff, 1 second, ding, 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 and he knocks on the chest cavity, and and this frost starts to come out. There's this little blue-ish kind of tinge to him. He's a gnome, and little ladder comes down, he comes out, and hello?
Hello.
Hi. What can I do for you?
Are you the professor here?
Professor? No, I'm not a professor, no. I fix things. I'm a tinkerer, just like them, but I'm kind of in charge of things. I'm a big
more
deal.
for animals and stuff, and like you're trying to make yourself.
Well, I make everything.
I'm guessing.
Who said I'm trying to...
Piff.
Look, if you get... Just come here. He grabs you by the ear, but he can't quite reach. Just come here, look.
Yeah, I'll hold your hand.
Look, you don't know a lot of things about our world, okay? I'm just gonna let you know this stuff isn't really allowed, okay? This is kind of a hush-hush thing, okay? They work in their own little booths. I kind of have the lay of the land. I make the schedules. I do everything, right? If they found out the guy in charge was doing something a little bit not up to color, I'd be out of here quick, and all my resources would be gone. So if you could just be quiet, that would be great.
Okay, well, we're gonna need you to try that. I don't know how
To
far.
try, I'm trying it right now. It's
No, for us. Like, hush, don't tell anyone.
Okay, hold on. Why are you guys here? Not that I'm not excited to see somebody, but there's just things going on. I have things I have.
Look over to Boris.
Boris, yeah.
Getting angry that he's still carrying her.
Yeah, he's all right. He's used to the mundane,
The
just lifting stuff,
yeah.
the grunt work. So, oh, jeez, he looks up. And she's,
Yes.
Yes, we were
2
hoping
days
that
ago.
maybe you could do something about that.
Yeah. Did you want me to make her into a thing or something?
She would like to be put in a female version of a creature like myself. If that is something that you would be able to do.
If you have a
I mean, I work
body
with metal.
like yours.
I could try. Hold on. 1 second, guys. Just give me a second. And he starts to look at some of the strings that he has tied from thing to thing and some of the equations on the board and stuff. Okay. Look. So I can get her into a body to start, and then we'll see how far I can take that body before you take it off my hands. Does that sound good?
That sounds perfect.
Okay, he's looking at the chalkboard. There's just one thing. See, I don't know how the... Look, there's a problem, you see. When we bring back, like, an elephant, for example, let's call him Jerry, we don't know if Jerry's the same elephant that we brought.
I think we had this
we
conversation
had this-
before,
We
and
talk about this sometimes.
I
at
believe this might be a resistance.
What is this here?
It's actually a lock that lets you communicate with a dead spirit.
Like, actually?
Actually.
Oh, geez. This is good. This is helpful.
I imagine that might have been the thing that was kind of stopping you in your own efforts.
Yeah,
to
I
do
didn't
this
want to
process
just
for
go
yourself.
brain dead and end up with a body sitting there that I can't pilot, because that doesn't help me.
Correct.
Because you don't know
Transferring.
how to put your soul into it. That literally holds your soul.
Tell you what, if you are able to do this for you,
Yeah.
for us, the locket is yours, and then you can do this repeatedly with.
Oh, gee, thank you. Okay, you got yourselves a deal. Are you guys responsible or aware of the problems that we're having?
We're from...
Somewhat. The fact of the matter is you are not alone. You, along with a great many other people, have been taken from your world rather abruptly and put into ours.
Oh,
Myself,
geez, that makes sense, yeah.
I am Victor Benelafon. This is Carrie. She's my ward. Adopted. Well, actually, your other parents are still alive, so yeah, she's my business partner.
Carrie, C-E-R-I?
Yeah.
Oh, you're the one with the dog.
What?
The puppy, the little,
this again.
hold on. He reaches into a little drawer and pulls it out, and it's a collar. And the tag just says puppy on it. On the back it says, if lost, please return to Carrie and Mulligan.
What?
And he goes, is this yours? I don't know if this is yours or not. It's
Well,
got your
it
name
says
on
my name, but I've never...
Did you lose the dog? Is that your thing?
I like dogs, but I haven't had a dog yet. Maybe it's in... We've just found out
And
that
as you
he
say
has-
the word dog, you hear, "Arr!" And this little starts to, little Bobby headless little puppy starts to make its way around the corner, no collar on it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I haven't been able to get the thing to calm down. It's just really rambunctious. He seems to like you, though.
And he's jumping up at your leg, looking up at you.
I'll take my helmet off and pick him up and
I
put his
don't
collar
know.
on.
Yeah, okay. So that's good. We've been working on him, actually, to try and tweak the organic body with some
God,
other
no,
thing.
no.
Oh, it's good. He's fine. It's just some upgrades. We're good at doing things.
I'm gonna take him away from you.
He's okay. Okay, that's fine.
Because I've seen the elephant
you
and all
go.
those other animals.
But, so you guys are from, we have all these pages that we've been finding. I don't understand what's going on, but they make sense with the things that we're discovering in the world. I think everything's falling apart.
Hold on, you've been finding pages?
Oh, yeah.
Up to now, I thought that I was the only one that was getting these things delivered into my hands. Can I see some of those?
The only one I found intact was this one. It just came through today.
Yeah.
Perhaps he is also tied to the center of prophecy.
Hold on. His hollow body left kneeling and buckled over. With chaotic rage, he snapped, swinging in explosive desperation to feel anything at all. He could feel the bones in his hand shatter as his fist collided with the floorboards, without sanity left. As an...
Anchor?
As an anchor, he screamed it into the abyss. Why did you take her? You son of a bitch, fix this, get over here and bring her back. You son of a bitch, get over here and bring her back. Enjoy,
Doesn't
everyone.
look like anything to me.
Someone, that one looks kind of deranged.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
Doesn't
the same
bode well.
book as the horror page, though.
No, it doesn't seem to be from the same, it doesn't have the same kind of background or writing to it.
No.
And this one seems actually like someone has scrawled over top of the actual
Yeah, you
writing
could
of the
feel
story.
there was a thicker. It felt like, well, you know, dried blood. You've had it cleaned it off many of armor before. It's what it feels like to you when you're rubbing it on the paper. It has a raised feel to it.
Okay. So you got that page.
Yeah.
That's the only one you've gotten.
It's the only one I found intact, yeah. We found pieces of things, we've heard rumors of other things. I've written down what I could and attached string to things that kind of make sense, but like I'll be honest, I don't really know what's going on.
I'm going to ask you something, and I don't expect the most productive answer, considering that all of this must be strange to you. When you found that page, did anything odd seem to accompany it? More odd than the situation that of you being transported here, or this whole chunk of your city, wherever you come from? See, the thing is you're not actually... Your world is part of a storybook, and it's not actually part of the storybook that you find yourself in right now. A page from your book is actually joined into ours. You think she has the same name, and I imagine you know someone called Carrie.
It's a familiar name. I mean, maybe if I don't know. Maybe
We just went through this with our cat friend here, Minxy.
With
And
Minxy.
she thought you were what, on Okiv? Do you have Okivs? Is that a thing?
Like an orc? Is that like a...
Yeah, that's
We
what we
don't
thought.
know. It's ogre-like, orc-like, something.
As Victor points at me, you'll notice I'm actually like rummaging through all of his stuff
Victor
I'm
stuff?
no, the artificer stuff
Yeah.
to see if he has any phoenix tears.
Oh.
That's right, because yeah, let's do a check. Are you being quiet about it, or
Yeah.
then roll it as a sleight of hand?
Man, all of the campaigns are running together, and it's goofed out.
And the nice thing is, no one needs to know what campaign
what
they're
is
from. It's
that?
not relevant.
Can't even
Natural
tell.
20
Oh my god, yeah!
for a total of 31.
It's a weird dice. I don't like that.
Okay. Yes, you find Phoenix Tears because he does have them, and that's a crazy roll.
You just willed them into existence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's amazing.
and I don't think he'll. I'm gonna. He's a little preoccupied, and I don't think he's
Could.
gonna. We'll see if he hits a natural 20. 2, so no. Okay, so yeah, you grab what looks to be a vial of Phoenix Tears. It looks like there's more than just one single tear worth in there, and it looks like it's the liquid form before you saw it in your previous life, Minxy. Before you saw it solidify into like a crystal-like substance. It's a liquid form in the bottle. Looks like it's probably a couple, maybe 3-4 tears worth.
Nice, I'm gonna pocket that.
Nice.
Yeah, so, you're not actually from here, and the pages seem to accompany when another bit of another book actually collides with this one. So, did anything else seem to come through this area, or was it all a little too chaotic to pick
Well-
anything out?
Actually, when I got that page, it was were you guys here the last couple
No,
days? No.
we've been doing other things. This is a recent, because we heard that you were trying this experiment of yours, but ran into some hiccups, and we already did the dangerous part when we have the soul in the locket, so we figured we'd give this a try.
Yeah, something kind of weird happened.
Go on.
The entire earth just shook like crazy. It was only about 30 seconds long, and then the light from the sky, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was woken up because of the white on the building there. You see, it's transparent, it's light filtering, right? I usually sleep over there, and he points to like a little cot, and he goes, that's usually where I sleep. At 2 o'clock in the morning, the whole thing lit up like it was the middle of the day. I jumped out of bed, and I ran to the window, and there was light coming from the center of the sky, and the ground shook, and that's all I know. Nothing happened here, like nothing physically changed, you know?
It didn't look like a shooting star. You didn't get a direction on it. It was just like this big flash. You don't have... And you couldn't see anything in it?
Is it just daylight?
No, it was in the middle of the
Looked-
night.
it looked
woke
like
him up.
daylight.
Well, I mean, as you
Right.
are going from world to world, who knows?
Maybe the world that the thing came from, it was daytime, and then when it opened up, it showed the day. I don't know. I'll be honest, I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. It looked like it was close by, though. I mean, it felt like it was close by.
What happened when she came down from heaven?
Well, there was light, but I believe that light was actually from her magical, wings, her psychic emanation.
No, I meant like when, because she's gone to see the god.
Oh. Does that match your idea of heaven when you took your little day trip to the celestial realm? Does that light sound familiar at all? We're trying to find something. I don't know what we're really...
I can't make any sense of that one. I mean,
You had
most
the
of-
glowing balls, what you guys used at the time.
It sounds possible, yes.
That sanity left, I screamed.
Oh, when
How
did
far
you get
did you
this?
say this
What
was?
time?
This one showed up yesterday. It was maybe, I don't know, like maybe a day and a half or so ago, something like that. It's
Yeah,
about,
this
after,
does
it was
not
about
seem
afternoon now. It was
good.
2 a.m. the day before. So yeah, about a day and a half.
How far away?
I didn't know because the light, it didn't make like a beam that connected anywhere. It just, you kind of look, it's like how close is the sun? You move 2 blocks that way and it's, you know what I mean? It's hard to say. But it felt close, and I mean, that's the best I can give you. I'm sorry.
Alright,
Okay.
back to the topic at
Yeah.
hand. My
Yeah.
friend, our friend, can you help her? Can you?
I can certainly try.
It would be in your best interest to try your damnedest, sir, because she is helping us undertake a quest that will actually see you return to your own world.
And
So if you
I left like 55 horses back home that have no one to look after them.
if you care for the horses, then
actually,
They're gonna get all rusted. It's
I'll
not.
go.
Oh,
I'll go and
yes,
get the
that's right.
4 horses that we have at the thing and bring them in.
Oh.
If you get our
So
Our
she's curious, like,
friend.
hold on.
yeah,
Runs
I
outside.
don't care. I'll pay for them. I'll buy them.
no, it's not a matter of money.
He can have them.
He doesn't want these horses. He wants his own
He
horses
can have them
back.
for a day
He
while
hasn't
he
seen
sorts
living
out.
horses though.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's literally just been kept in this shop. Well, you guys don't
I'll
know,
give you
but
one
he doesn't
if
see
you-
too many living things aside from this puppy. So yeah, as you guys are talking, and you go, hold on, and you run outside. I wonder what Carrie's gonna do. She comes back with like a friggin' horse through
Yeah.
the door, clomping on this slab of like smooth flooring. Its hoof just sliding
It was
over,
a sterile
bumping into
environment.
glass. Kung as he
So
slams into
very-
the glass pillars. Yeah, eventually making its way into the center of this open warehouse. And you can see the
And I'll close the
artificer
warehouse
just goes,
doors if it's.
"Is that a freaking horse?
Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful! Oh, it's such a beautiful, magnificent
And-
creature! Oh,
And
I love it so
If
much!"
he tries coming near it, I'll hold him back and point towards our friend.
I see where you're going with this. Consider it a deal. It's a fair trade. I'm happy to help. You know what? I'll make you a deal. Did you guys just bring the one horse, or did you bring some other horses?
We brought the other horses, but we actually need them to
Yes.
carry out that quest that we're telling you about.
Okay, I'll make you a deal. You guys are gonna save the world and get me back to my horses too,
Yeah, I
right?
thought that was payment enough.
Okay.
And the locket itself.
That's good too. You know what? I feel like maybe if you guys are gonna, you know,
stuff for us here too.
if you guys are gonna save my life and everything, maybe I could help.
Good.
I have some pretty powerful magic. If anyone asks, though, you didn't get it from me. I hold out on the other guys a little bit. Some supplies I need to create the task at hand with my body and everything, and I don't want them knowing. 1 second. And he goes to a drawer and he pulls out a drawer which is slightly ajar as he looks and realizes that he can't find what he's looking for.
Oh.
This is really embarrassing. I had something that would help.
Can you describe it?
It was
Help you,
it was a
or-
clear liquid, and it was Phoenix tears. They're very magical and very powerful.
Alright, let's
Oh,
see
I
one
have
of
some
those.
phoenix tears if that is what you need.
That would be amazing. Yeah,
Oh.
could you please?
Yeah, sure. You need what, one drop?
Well, I'd like to help all of you if you don't mind.
They need. What do they need?
I'll need
though?
like 3, maybe 4 drops.
Okay.
That's what I had worth anyway.
Oh well, I guess you could just have this file.
Oh,
Is
thank you.
This person's really important to you because I mean, Phoenix tears are like.
Yeah.
really
As you hand him the vial,
I don't even know what the deal with Phoenix
he goes, "This is great." And everyone, you can kind of tell that the bottle
the
is.
label.
It's just a very particular type. Like this is clearly from the same set of mugs. It looks like it's from the same set of the rest of his like other glass vials that he has. He goes, he just looks. He goes, "Okay." Anyway,
That's amazing that you have
okay.
that.
What do you? You know what?
Minxy.
I have an idea. Hold on. And he
said that
unrolls
before.
this scroll, and he. Can I take your hand, please, if I may? And he holds onto your hand. He reads from the scroll.
And in the vial, you can see as he pinches the scroll with one hand, the cork is here at the vial resting. You can see as he's reading, the vial just gets just a little bit lower. The cork turns that almost clear liquid type of coating over top of it, and you feel it start to glow under your skin, a little bit of warmth as it works its way into your body. Okay. You. Can I have your hand?
You ask nicely.
Please, may I have your hand?
All right.
Thank you so much, dick. Okay. And he starts reading down the scroll, and same thing. You can see that the liquid seems to kind of disappear from the bottle as the hand gets very warm. You can feel under your skin the warmth and glow starts to flow into you and spread out throughout the course of your body. Your internal temperature just feels a little bit warmer. May I?
Absolutely. And thank you for going the extra mile.
I appreciate it. If I'll be honest, it is kind of my responsibility as the head thinker of the entire city to try and fix things. So, if you can do it, that would be great, because it's a lot of pressure. Okay.
We're going to do our best.
That's good. And he grabs your hand, and you, same thing.
All right. I just want to try to get a beat on this guy before he
Because
goes
he's a
too
gnome,
far.
right? He's a gnome?
Yeah.
100%, yeah,
I'm
you hate
very
gnomes.
untrustworthy.
He gets about the first sentence in, and then you go,
All right. Well, hell.
He's not feral.
13.
Okay.
Yes, but still conniving.
He's not
Seems
gonna eat
okay.
your face.
Doesn't seem like anything's that off.
Okay.
You just, yeah. So he pauses for a second, and then continues reading as you can feel the warmth in your fingers
Staring down
eventually
every
make its
second.
way and spread over your body. And there's just a little tiny bit left in the bottle. He looks at Carrie. I don't know if... hey, I don't have enough in here for you. I do have some, though. If you want, I could maybe help you out with the puppy a little bit. He's gonna need to be strong if you're taking him with you to fight the whatever.
You're adopting the dog?
Yes, I'm taking the dog with me.
But why?
I've chosen. I'm taking him with
We have
me.
cats, we have
He's
rats.
not.
We
He's
really need
not
a dog
being left
too.
with this guy. He's gonna work on him and put
Seems like he
robot
loves
parts
that.
on
Already
him.
worked on him.
No, he hasn't. It's still
Oh,
puppy.
I thought it was like a cyborg dog, but it's fully
It's an
biological.
actual
It's like,
biological
Oh,
dog.
I thought it was he
He's
had
done
already
sort of the
upgraded
same.
it
He's
or
done
something.
sort of the similar thing he's done in this way to the dog to see how far he could. He's using the dog as essentially a guinea pig
Yeah.
to manipulate
I'm not leaving this
biomatter
dog.
in a way that's magical and
Look, and I'll show you the collar.
yeah, the
with my
call
name on.
carry on it.
I know that it belonged to you, but in another world, it's not actually you.
Well,
you
I'm
don't.
gonna save it and make sure that it gets back to that person.
Well, I can understand that because
and if
I'm
we
trying
can
to
make
do
him
the same
strong,
thing with
yeah,
that one over there. All
I
right,
can find.
All right, but if he poops, you're cleaning it up.
Of course.
and
He
is
Fine.
cute.
yeah, perhaps the
Yeah.
dog will need whatever help it can
Yeah.
because I
Whatever
don't.
this thing's doing to you, can you
Yeah.
feel it?
Yeah,
Is it
Well, it
doing
feels
anything?
warm right now,
He-
but undirected.
he walks over
No.
to
Pick up puppy. And
yeah.
hold
You, as
him.
you're holding puppy, he goes 1 sec, and he goes over to what looks to be it's a warforged body, but you guys don't necessarily know that. It's just a humanoid type version of the mechanical animals that you guys see. And on it there's a little satchel type thing, like a baby Bjorn on it. And you can see he reaches inside of it and he pulls out what looks to be like a rather expensive looking gem. It looks like it's got a little bit of a crack in it and stuff. When this thing came, there was this like monkey looking figure with a wheel attached to it and it had wings.
What?
And I don't know, we just called it Monkey. Anyway, this is what was left behind after about 10 days. The little homunculus thing faded away, and this is all that was left. I'm gonna bear with me. And he grabs that and puts the phoenix tears onto it, and he recites from the scroll as he lays the back of his hand on the dog's back, and you can see the phoenix tears kind of work their way into the little cracks of that gem to kind of almost heal it up. And then it starts to shrink smaller and smaller as the back of his hand glows, and you can see that the puppy starts to glow a little bit too. He rolls up the scroll and puts it away. He goes, all right, this thing should be a little bit more resilient now.
Look at you.
Is it a homunculus? Is it a puppy?
It
It's
is.
the pupmunculus. I don't know.
It is like
I am unfamiliar with so many things that are coming in here. Our world
Foreign
is
to me.
extremely mundane by comparison.
Now, just so you guys know what's going on here, you Minxy, you have the something. Do you have wings? Is that a thing? When I laid the hands on and did the
Yes,
scroll
I
thing,
have wings.
Okay, so those are better now. I don't know what they can do, but it's improved it, so you'll figure it out as you go. Zarek, I sense something about other versions of yourself. Is that a thing?
I mean, I can conjure mirror images.
Good. So that's improved. Again, I don't know how far it got, but that's
What?
kind of just the sense I got. Good for you. You might need it.
Oh.
How are you seeing me? What?
When I touched you with... Doesn't matter. And you have... your magic comes from like a vial.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's better now.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like you can do some more stuff with that. Do you ever change shape or anything?
I could when I focused on it.
It's like, yeah, that but better with the thing.
Oh.
I suggest you play around and figure it out because I'm not too sure how it works. All I know is that I definitely improved some things that were already some strengths of you guys. So good for you. Yeah, good luck trying to, not have everyone die and everything. See how that goes.
Yeah, all right. Awesome.
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah, look,
My friend.
what?
Just my real concern is her.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on her. I mean, she's...
I mean, we don't need all these
What about the...
tricks you have.
We need them
Really?
in the
Because
main-
what are you going to do right now? Where are you headed right now?
To leave you alone to work.
Okay, to do what? What are you gonna do? Save
Who
the world?
cares?
Well, I care. Are you gonna save the world or not?
We are, and it is a time-sensitive matter
Good.
at that. So you helping us right now is actually doing a great deal of good. You have to understand, that person right there that you're going to try to bring back, that's the only person he came into this world with. You came in with your whole community. He just had that person. So he's a little distracted right now.
Sorry, I appreciate everything you're doing.
It's like when I
I
left
just
my
want
horses.
you to start doing it.
Kinda.
Okay.
We will help as best as we can. You'll have to explain a lot to us because we don't know what any of these things are.
All right. If you want to help, you can get the hell out of here.
And he turns his back to you and walks towards the creature that was sitting there with the baby Bjorn on, the Warforged, and starts taking away parts and pieces and
Okay.
laying it out on the desk.
So
just kind of
I'm
ignoring
gonna
you.
leave. Does that give him aid?
Yeah, totally.
One final...
I am gonna help him by carrying it all over.
Carrie, we don't have... He's going to take care of this.
He's got his suit. He's muscle.
Oh,
He's
okay,
getting
now
stuff
he-
done.
okay.
I just
that's
have
good.
one last question for you
Yeah.
and the rest of the people in this area, if you wouldn't mind. You know how you saw the flash of light?
Yeah.
If you can look out for any giant flying lizards called dragons, if you have dragons
Oh
where
yeah,
you're from.
there's been those.
Where? What color?
There's been two of them. One was like a reddish color. The other one was kind of green. Yeah, a red and a green one. I don't know what was going on, but they
That's
keep...
part of our quest, sir.
Yeah.
We have to find these 5 different colors of dragons and befriend them because they're the things that are going to be strong enough to actually free whoever has taken the author of the universe hostage. We've already befriended the black one. We know the location of that green one. Where did the red one go? Do you know?
Look, it was just about a day and a half ago before the light in the sky happened. That whole night they kept circling, and eventually they found each other. I heard the slashing in the sky and the pounding. I went to bed
Who
because...
found each other?
What?
Who found each other?
No, the
Green and the
dragons.
red.
You
The
could-
green and the red
They
one.
were battling it out in the sky. It was like, I don't know, close to midnight or something like that. So I went to bed trying to sleep anyways.
Yeah.
For hours I just kept hearing this ruckus going on. And then, boom! The whole thing lit up like a sky. I went to the window, and after the sky potted and the explosion hit and stuff, they went off. I guess it scared them away or something, but
You didn't happen to see where the red one went.
I'll be
I know
honest,
that
I
the
was a
light
little
was just-
concerned with the earthquake that happened with the whole thing. I think the green one headed
to the west.
Yeah, okay, and then the other one, I think it headed north.
Okay, that's... You know what? It's general, but we need that. Now we know where to look for the next one.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your help. I didn't get your name. And I'd like to remember you whether you stay in this world or not.
Sorry, my name's Noina. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Neumann.
And he reaches a hand out of the little chest cavity of the thing and he shakes your hand.
If there's anything you need, please just let me know. I'll be here because I got nowhere else to go and I'm not comfortable in unfamiliar spaces, so...
Gotcha.
We should probably leave him to work.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, alright.
Stop distracting the man.
Yeah, let's go. Guys, we know where the green one is. Hopefully it's still sitting there playing with whatever it's managed to capture as a trophy taker. And then we've got the red one up in the north.
Yes.
Maybe we can find some villages or something along the coast, and maybe they'll have seen it
Do we know
where it landed.
of, like, for just history and knowledge of this continent, any places up north that are particularly valuable or look very defensible or something like a dragon would want, since we've seen like
Perhaps
two
a fortress or
now.
a tower.
Yeah, you know. Whoopsies.
Since we've seen one that likes gold specifically, and one
Specific
that
gold
likes
mine,
elves,
you
and yeah,
So,
like all of this.
You know that there
mountains and things.
is a mountain called, what is it?
Freytide's
Peak. That's the highest point in your entire continent. Very good spot if you wanted to be alone and have some solitude while still getting a good look over everything.
Coming outside, can we see these mountains up in the distance?
Oh yeah, you can see the mountains for sure. It's like, being in, I don't know, Western
Did it-
Canada, you can see BC, there's mountains everywhere.
Did
kind of thing,
Alex Strauss tell us about what each dragon likes, or was that an after thing?
She was giving you info as you guys
That's
came
okay.
across it
as
and
we
stuff.
bumped into them.
Just checking.
All right, guys. Well, we're a little bit more equipped than when we came in. Things look hopeful for Alex, so that's good. We've got these people who are willing to help us find the location. I think things are actually looking up compared to the start of this morning. Let's get back on the ship and let's get back to that green dragon. Yeah?
But we're not waiting here.
I'm not sure how long.
Yeah, how?
I'm gonna talk to one of the helpers in his booth. Just tum tum tum, knock on the glass.
Yeah.
How long approximately does it take you to bring life to these machines if you have the shell already built? Or 5 or 6 days? Okay, perfect. It's gonna take about a week.
A week?
Yeah,
That she has to spend in hell.
better than eternity, don't you think?
I'm sure it will feel like one.
Be
Is
that
that
as
really
it
the
may,
best we can do?
He doesn't. He's not even working on that body.
Yeah,
And
there's
he's
no
the best one of the
drill
bunch.
to speak through the glass. It's just a glass barrier between the two of you and an echo chamber.
Zarek, he's the best one in the building. It might take this one 5 or 6 days. He might be done that much sooner.
Also, keep in mind the one that might be done much sooner is also the one doing something way harder than they've ever tried before,
Yeah.
and they don't know that.
I'm just
it's
trying to
happening.
say stuff to make.
But yes, I'm just out of game, just
Yeah.
letting you know. But yes,
All right.
I really don't want to leave her here with these mad scientists.
Well, we have to be good to her, and they get horses. So
And I'm afraid we don't have too much of a say in the matter. It seems like we're not the only ones getting these pages. I mean, I've been getting them at an alarming rate, and it seems like these are dropping all over the world. The longer we wait, the less stable of a situation we are in.
We'll look up to the sky. Does it look any different? Or-
yeah, you guys have walked out of the.
yeah.
Yeah, if you guys open the door and walk outside, no, the
you
sky
can see
looks
through the smog.
about the
doesn't
same.
look like-
It's a little hard to see. Yeah, like
Yeah.
there is.
Crack
It is an
spacers being
industrial.
opened up, that
You're
kind
not
of
really
thing.
used to this kind of environment. You look up. It's
Is there people about?
murkier. Oh yeah,
walking
it's a
around?
busy city. It's a
Are
very
they
busy
driving
city.
stuff? Are there vehicles?
Yeah, so you guys see what would be the equivalent of like horseless carriages essentially.
Yeah.
They have little pipes running up with a little bit of smoke coming out them. Someone sitting on the front with no horse and yeah. I mean, you guys have seen magically propelled things and of that nature before, so it doesn't strike you as being incredibly odd, but thematically it does fit in with everything very well in the way that there are lights in them that are not magical. The glass is, aside from a couple little imperfections in the air bubbles and stuff like that in it, is very, like, everything is very well done and very modern. You can see that the streets are paved with actual like stones that have been interlocked with each other. The grating that the water drains off into, you can tell that they're actually stamped like a die cast printed nice, like everything is extremely nice
Yeah.
here.
You know,
These machines that are billowing steam and everything.
There's a
into
lot
the
of white
air,
noise.
These are quite
There's a
disgusting.
lot of white
What's
noise.
wrong with horses? This will never take off.
no, I can't see it. But I mean, before this place disappears, we can always come back and sell a whole bunch of blueprints wherever we end up back in our world. So there's that.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I would be able to recreate these things.
Yeah, true enough.
I'm just gonna sell mine with a bunch of horses.
Great.
Bye.
All right, so we head back to the ship and go back to the Green Dragon
That's the one where we know exactly where it is, so...
and fight off whatever other kind of mechanical beasts have been left behind there across the sea.
I suppose.
Ocean.
He seemed to only be there for the elephant, but we'll see.
I remember him saying he was there for a lot more, but he only found the elephant.
He had to track down the entire zoo, essentially. He was
Great.
looking for the elephant at the time, but beyond that, you don't know how far he's gotten one way or the other. So
Well, this time we know more about what we're getting into. We understand the importance of the kinds of weapons that we bring to bear against these creatures, what they're weak to. They have vulnerabilities that we can take advantage of. We're going into this fight with a little bit of knowledge. So hopefully that
Do
will
you
be
seem
enough.
stronger? A lot stronger.
What's closer, the mountain or the island that we were from?
if you had to make the trip, you'd want to go to the island. The travel speed across the water with the boat is going to be quicker.
Yeah.
It's a
They're
little
going
bit
up,
less
yeah.
far away as well.
Alright.
And you have to take vertical
None
distance
of
and
them
we
into
have
are
to look for it.
rangers, and we can't like.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with the Freytag's Peak is you know where it is because there's one of it and it's
Mhm.
really obvious. The other thing with you don't know exactly where this dragon is.
We don't know exactly
So-
where the other one is.
Right. Yeah. So one's further, but you have a
No,
better idea of
yeah.
where to find it. The other
It
one's
must
closer,
be, like,
but
near
yeah.
the town.
Yeah.
All right, let's go deal with this green bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So you guys start to make your way towards the boat.
Yeah.
they might have some cool stuff here. Let's stop at a shop first.
I'm not sure if they'd accept our currency, but... I mean, in the same way that we're
You
saving
got a
the world...
coin,
so
didn't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna
They
look
will
at
accept
everyone.
my currency.
I
Oh,
did
it's
find...
gambling one. Yeah.
No, we spent the coin.
That's right.
And Carrie tried to tie a string to it, but we failed.
Failure is quite humorous. Yeah.
That was you, and you were weak afterwards. So, ha.
Yeah, so that coin is
And I broke down
gone.
a door.
Perhaps we can trade with some of our exotic wares from the whole different world. I mean, they might be interested.
Perhaps, if you're wanting to give it a try, then I think
How
if they have some awesome
would
technology...
it be to buy the horse from that guy, knowing like the rough value of a horse?
If you wanted to buy the horse instead of renting
like
it,
when we go back, seeing like one horse disappeared or one horse we had to get rid
Yeah.
of,
roughly triple the value if you're renting it versus buying it.
then I'm gonna go and can we go back
That guy's
and like
making
sell
bank.
one of them to Neumann?
Yes.
Neumann
Then we
asked
have
not
money.
to
But he
be
also gets a lot of stolen
disturbed.
horses.
Then we have
So
a bunch of money though.
it's like Blockbuster.
Yeah,
and
he's
return
probably got some
policy,
kind of
just like,
secretary
come
or
on.
something
Yeah.
to handle that for
Absolutely.
him. So,
I
sure.
didn't want the horse.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back in with one horse and go and ask how much he'll pay for
Neumann?
this one horse. Yeah.
He's going to like Neumann's secretary.
Like,
or
no
whatever.
secretary, get him to send like a little message, make sure he's
secretariat?
not too disturbed by a massive.
Yeah, if you guys
horse.
just walk in and try to find someone, they're all in their glass booths, aside from at the end of the hallway, Neumann in the center warehouse
Oh,
doing
then
his.
I'll get
We're
that
going to
one
leave him
guy.
alone.
It's like 1 second to get money if you want money. Do you want money or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'll go
Yeah.
in to check just for like 1 minute, try and get it as quick
Yeah,
as
he's
possible.
tinkering away. You can see like he's got his hands out with the door open in his suit, and then he's also got the mechanical hands of his suit working as well as he's trying to disassemble what components he has to see how he can make heads
I'll
or tails
ask
of
his
them.
little like little friend that's helping him.
There's no one helping him.
So-
They're all in
oh.
their own glass cubicles that are
Oh,
visible
cool.
through the hallway because of the glass
then
walls.
Then I'll
yeah.
go into Neumann
Yeah.
and just ask him.
Jesus, I'm trying to do some work
It'll
here.
be 1 second.
okay,
Hurry.
what?
Okay, how much would you pay for this horse?
Oh, this is
You
good.
have it. You can have one horse.
Yeah,
How much?
what's a good price for you?
Big price. They're very, very, very good horses. You can look at them and I'll like brush.
I don't even like
his
horses.
hair. And I'll look over to his bed and like around his room,
Neumann loves
posters of horses.
Yeah, he's got
He'll be, like,
mechanical horses
bedding.
and drawings. 90% of his work is horses. They have fields for the horses to roam in that aren't part of the
And
zoo.
you're,
That's why they were
you're
left.
Really,
Horse
you're really
artwork.
missing your horses, aren't you?
All right, look, I'll give you 2 gold.
Like really? No. Come on. Come on, I know you have more. You are the top scientist of this place.
I'll give you 4 gold.
Um,
What? I don't have that much money.
You sure? You have a field full of horses, I'm sure they
Not with me. My home, everything I have is in here. What do you think? I just walk around with my bank strapped to my back? I'll give you 4 gold.
5 gold.
I'll give you 5 gold.
Good. Good.
Just wait a minute.
As
Just
he
roll.
reaches,
Yeah.
he reaches towards his back, his big mechanical arm goes over, pulls off
Oh, wait,
this
no.
little,
Yeah.
looks
Okay,
like
fine.
a little ATM, clicks a couple buttons, king, 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 4 coins fall out. Here you go.
Aha.
Kunk. Kunk. 5 gold.
There you go.
There we go. I go back to the guys.
Nice. Oh, great. And this is their money too, so
then,
you
yeah.
can actually spend it for
So
what it's
just
worth, yeah.
1 gold to give back to that guy and like pay him for the horse, and then the rest is.
Gold is gold.
Well, you would probably need 3 gold to give to the guy, right?
Oh no, because I thought all of the horses.
Doesn't matter. Anyways, you'll find out later. But either way, yeah, you go outside, you hand the guy some gold. You go, hey guys, I sold a horse. I got some gold. And Calvin's like, sweet.
Yeah, so when she sells a horse, I'm just like, well, riding with Minxy probably won't be so bad.
Yeah.
Well, we've got 2 less people. Well, 3.
My God,
less.
it's infectious.
Yeah.
I have a
Three. We have 3 less people, so I think like we shouldn't need like
Yeah,
3
Mr.
horses.
Piff, Boris.
Ah.
Yeah,
So we should have enough horses to like.
You still have the
buy
carriage, so if you were to, if you were to just, put the one in the center and the 2 at the back so they're not lopsided or anything like that, you could make that happen, yeah.
Mr. Piff.
No.
Yeah.
I'm still going to ride on the horse.
So we're going to go back to the island.
All right. I'm gonna stay right here.
Alright. Now, if we bring you back some of your creatures, would you be willing to offer us money for it?
I mean, if you find any while you're out there, that would be helpful. I'm still missing about 5.
Perfect. Well, we'll see what we can do.
All right. Well, good luck. Yeah, and you guys go off, and Mr. Pip goes back into the hallway there.
Read
closes
the
door behind-
signs as I'm walking down the street, see if there's a magical shop, ask around.
Yeah, if you start asking around, they can tell right away that you don't really fit in. You're not even dressed in a way that resembles anybody else on the street, and you're starting to pick that up pretty quickly as you're getting some weird looks.
Look all they want. I'm fabulous.
Yeah, and as you're walking around, you look at some of the signs, and you notice there is one in particular that's... it's not even words. It's just, I guess, the equivalent of like a neon sign of a sword cutting through an axe, and the backdrop is just a shield, and the whole thing is just glowing. And then beside that, there's another one, and it's essentially, it looks a lot like this, actually, and it's glowing as well. And then across the street, there are a couple other with different symbols that are glowing. Give you an
Alright.
idea of what they sell.
Yeah, I'll go into the axe and the sword one.
Okay, weapon shop, yep.
Weapons, ooh, nice. Didn't know if it was an inn or what.
Yeah, so you go in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Pictograph of weapons?
see
I don't know
we got.
what I'm getting here.
What's he got for sale?
So yeah, as you
I'll take a beer.
yeah, you
Oh,
walk
yeah.
in and you look around, you realize that there's nobody there. It's a flat desk, aside from what appears to be little raised bumps. And as you get towards it and you look, you can see that they look like keys.
It's like what Redthorn's talking about.
Oh,
You just
God,
dial
yeah.
it in and order it
Yeah.
online.
Oh,
Zerik's
absolutely.
theme song is too sexy for my shirt.
Absolutely.
That's about right.
It
So
plays
sexy,
every time.
parents.
That's right. That's funny.
Hello?
You just-
Is there anything like on the walls or
Nope.
nothing?
In
I will
fact,
come
behind the
into it.
desk, it doesn't look like there's even like a mat to stand on. Nothing. It's just a bunch of locked doors and a little sign with a. Looks like it's backlit, printed on something that's been put over the glass, so that it kind of looks like a McDonald's menu almost.
Do the
does the
keys
sign
seem
say?
to have like letters on each individual
Oh, I
key,
think the
just in a
menu-
language that we don't recognize?
Yeah, I pictured
Yeah.
them like door keys.
No, they're keys like buttons. So
Okay.
you have, as you start to examine them, you can see that there's almost a grid system. A, B, C, D, and then on the side you get 1, 2, 3, right?
Mm.
And
Vending machine.
as you look towards the, I don't know, the marquee we'll call it, you can see that there are quite a few prices and different weapons and things like that displayed.
I don't know, anything like what do they got?
Oh, they have some good stuff. So they have a browsing menu. What sort of weapon are you looking for?
Something pointy.
Something pointy. So you have the short and deadly. If you click on that, you get short swords, daggers, arrows, smaller items, things like that. The large and deadly, which is like long swords,
How
great
about
swords.
long and deadly?
Long and deadly. You click on long and deadly, and this one's a little special. The first thing that pops up is a long sword. But this long sword looks different. You notice right away the handle is substantially thicker than you're used to, but only towards the base of where your hand would go. It almost looks like one spot is left the standard thickness for your hand to grab. It doesn't look like you can hold this thing with two hands. It looks like it has a compartment on the bottom, and the blade itself, if you look at it, looks like it has what you know out of game as chains, like a lawnmower type, or a chainsaw type of chain.
I know what chains
Yeah, well, no, not chains in our in a medieval type of chain, more like the chain link of a bicycle or a something like that, right?
Except it has jagged appendages on it.
Yes, it's kind of like a chainsaw mixed with a long sword.
Does it look heavy? Probably not.
Looks like people use it. Looks like people
Yeah.
use it and buy it and can get away with using it.
Yeah.
And if you look at the information on it, it appears to be a one-handed weapon.
Strength requirements.
Carrie, that looks like
It is
something more up
essentially a
your alley.
longsword.
Shipping size.
Yes, it is a one-handed longsword as a as a D10
Alright.
damage as opposed to a
What was the cost?
So a specialty sword like that would be about, I would say about a gold.
Oh, my lucky day. How much for shipping?
Oh no, there's no shipping.
Free shipping.
That's right.
It's a steep.
I bought.
That's right. So as you click on the button,
I need a gold.
the little slot
Give me a
starts
little
to
gold.
glow.
Give it to
Yeah,
you.
you put the gold in the thing, kink, and then you can see that just above these buttons, there's a small little slice in the flat of the wooden table. As it drops down and slides away, this little thin compartment gets revealed, and out from it pops what appears to be this sword. Much like pulling Excalibur from a rock, you pull it out of the desk.
By the way, Redthorn just had a awesome pun. Like it is
It was good.
great. It's
Nice.
a good one.
Nice.
That effort actually went into that one. I appreciate that particular pun.
That's sweet.
It's a steep.
I will like to look and see if there's any longbow arrows that are like special in any way. Is there
Yes, in
what
the
type
short
of
and
ones?
deadly, there are arrows.
Cool. Is there any like explosive arrows or like
So these are arrow tips.
poison? Okay, yeah.
Okay, so they're in the short and deadly category. They have a couple different options. You can either add 1d4 once per short rest of some sort of either fire damage, ice damage. You can kind of choose what you want it to be.
Yeah. It's like chromatic orb, but for an arrow tip.
Yep.
Cool.
You can do it once per short rest. They also have an option where instead of having a magical effect like that, they can essentially be explosive.
Okay.
And the same thing, it's one per short rest, just more damage.
How much for each of them?
So if you wanted to get enough to replace your current arrows, that would be 1 gold as well, oddly enough.
I'm gonna hover over Carrie's shoulder as I see her looking at arrow tips. I'm gonna be like,
Anyone
your
you
shield
can
looks a
use?
little battered, right? Maybe something more protective would, because I can shoot things from a distance. Maybe getting some more armor, keep you a little bit safer would be good. So
Ooh, puppy
maybe-
armor.
no, I think the dog will be fine. Maybe something for you though, instead of arrows, because I think that I've already got the kind of offensive department handled. Why don't we just focus on?
I'm gonna look and see
Armoring
if
you
there's
up,
any.
yeah?
If there's any like better armor that's not gonna have a
Or
sigil. on.
shield or something, anything?
Something without your deity's logo on it?
Yeah, and like if there's
Yeah.
a shield too.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's browse on in that section, and I'll quickly get out of weapons, just like armor, defense.
Yeah.
As I'm swinging around a chain.
Yeah.
Song,
Yeah.
sword.
So you notice that there is a
Sorry, what?
as you
I
look
love
at-
it.
as you look through, you see that there is the equivalent of like a +1 shield in there. There's also some armor if you wanted to browse something like that. What do you have right now for armor? Is it heavy?
Yes.
Yes. So you can find the equivalent heavy armor in there. There's different options. If you wanted to do a +1, there's a +1. If you wanted to do a +2, there is a +2, but it's just a lot more expensive.
How expensive?
Like you're looking at about 3 gold for a +2.
And we got 5.
Yeah.
Look at that, and it's so stylish. Look at the cut too. Oh man!
It looks like it's worth
Carry.
the price, but it's yeah.
And that way, it's not tied to the shield, so you can have it at all times when you're armored up. That looks good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
If you don't buy it, I will.
I'm gonna take
It's that good.
take that so that it doesn't. I'll be a bit sad when I like take my armor off. but like I'll at least feel a bit better when I look at Victoria and isn't wearing the symbol of the gods that you hate so much. But I won't say that to you.
Yeah,
I'll
so-
just be like, thank you.
Yeah. So as you key in what you want, you put in your gold.
Right.
That's your purchase, right? Was the armor? Yeah. So you get the armor, and it comes out. It looks similar to yours in the way that it's colored, and it's just a lot newer, a lot prettier. There's no actual symbols on it at all. It looks very sleek and stealth-like in that way. And it comes sort of stacked with everything. Sort of the chest and breastplate kind of has the knees stacked inside of it, and inside of those is kind of the shoulder caps. And it comes in a nice little package up through the center slot in the desk. And yeah, you can put on your armor if you want.
I'll help
Great.
her into it and make
It'll be
sure
a
that
little bit,
everything's
yeah,
up to
Yeah.
snuff, and at the end,
You guys need some help there with that?
no, she's good. She's
I'm
a
actually
good
glad you
hands.
guys
All
went
right.
to shop because I didn't think you guys would, but I had a plan in my head that if you did, it'd be stuff.
good.
Look at that. It's less bulky too. It's easier for me to like get my arm. Like, look at that. Before the breastplate had so much space. It wasn't really meant for you because it was for your dwarven parent.
Oh,
Look,
yeah, they
this
made
way
it
I
for
can,
me.
and I'll like show her how much form fitted it is, and I'll just like sneak a hug in and be like,
Do I not have disadvantage
Just-
on dexterity because of that? Is it like that much?
Is what?
Or
No,
so
it's plus
I-
2.
It's your armor
plus
as it is.
Okay, so it's not
It's
like
just different armor.
okay,
But don't worry about adding or taking away anything specific. It's just +2 armor.
perfect.
To make it easy on you.
I'm just watching Victor take care of Carrie and being like, aw.
All right, you guys are 4 gold down. What are you doing?
One more. Do you want it? Share it with. Maybe go out for dinner.
here, sure. I mean, if we want to eat something before we go, this is kind of our last chance before we have to go back and eat more pickles and eggs back on the ship. So maybe we can rest a little bit. I mean, it seems that we've come a little bit of a way. We should mark it with a celebration and welcome this one into our group, yeah? What do you think, guys? We'll eat out at a fancy, different, exotic restaurant.
Do you guys have? This is weird, but there's like these little snacks called turtle pellets. Do you have these in this
Turtle
world?
Yeah, we've had some from a different world, actually, not from mine or from theirs.
I think Georgia left you guys some.
Yeah.
And you know what?
likely.
I imagine this place might have the ingredients. We could make you some up from scratch.
Oh, that would be great.
All right.
Nice.
And I think that's one thing that we'll do is we'll just like feed ourselves up, get some
Yeah.
stuff, and we'll have a
Get
little
ready to
cooking thing
leave.
together.
Nice.
We're all in our aprons, like
bonding.
throwing flour at each other.
Where are you guys doing this? Just in the street.
I am not doing that. I will be smoking my pipe outside in the rain and
Oh, yeah.
soaking.
Like you're
can
watching them
buy-
talking about, wouldn't it be great if
Oh
we
yeah. I'll be sat there with you, just like looking at both of them.
We'll go to the equivalent
Just
of
look at
some.
the time.
We'll go to the equivalent of some bakery and be like, "Hey, can you mash a whole bunch of seeds and nuts and chocolate and things like that
Yeah.
together with honey?"
Yeah.
And then we'll have like a bakery just whip some up for us real quick, and we'll get a baker's dozen.
Yeah. So
Here you go, guys.
they whip you up some, and you're outside smoking with your pipe, Mark. Is that right?
Yeah.
So as you guys are whipping up your stuff with the baker and they're doing their thing, you're out there. Some guy approaches you.
Hello.
Hello.
No.
Oh, I thought it was another carrot.
What are you doing?
I am just waiting for my friends. Almost.
It's so hard because you literally played him, but not him, but like
You don't look like you belong. You stand different. Your clothes, they do not come from here.
I think not belonging is a standard now for everyone.
He doesn't say anything. He just keeps an eye on you as his head still looks at you, but his body turns and starts to walk away a little bit.
Is that all?
That's all. He's working his way towards the end of the street, and you guys are in the bakery. You can see him stop just outside the window that your friends went into.
What did this guy look like, by the
He
way?
peeks in. Oh, sorry. Yeah, he has a shaved head, very little facial hair, just around the mouth. He looks to be very tall and relatively slender, about 6 feet, but maybe 180 pounds. He's quite a small frame on him. His clothing is quite modern, similar to the other people's. It actually looks a lot like sort of like a 90s, trying to be like business casual kind of vibe.
Yeah.
That's the way almost everyone is dressed, and he doesn't seem to be
blazer.
that far off. He does actually. He's wearing sort of similar to this. He has a vest with dress sleeves rolled up. There's a lot of like gold ornate designs around the edge.
Filigree and stuff.
Yeah, and his shoes are quite flat and very thin fabric. It looks like his feet are bound and his pants are hunched up just a little bit and wrapped into the wrapping so that nothing comes loose. And he has a relatively thick belt on with something sheathed on the side there.
All right.
And he walks over to the window and he just looks in at your friends. And you guys make a perception check. You guys are hanging out in there, waiting for them to mash some goo together.
Sure. Would it be against my passive perception? Because I'm not actively looking for that guy. So
You're
my
not.
passive perception's like 9.
Okay, no, because I just figured you guys would be in there not doing anything other than
It's not
talking. It might
passive?
be.
Mm-hmm.
Is it anything higher than 10?
I've got a 17.
Oh, passive? Oh, you.
No,
roll-
no. If I'm
Oh,
like,
because you're not even
looking-
making the
I'm
pellets.
not-
You're just saying that. Okay, that
yeah,
makes more
I'm
sense.
not as
And what
active
about
with
you,
them.
Lisa?
Was it passive? or-
It's up to you. Like the way I'm thinking of it is, you guys aren't involved with making it.
My character is
you're
sufficiently
on edge,
distracted
it's
that I
like
don't get to make
Yeah.
an active roll.
And that's fair.
I would most likely be like
Is it
looking
okay?
at Mark outside.
Yeah, I
and
figured it's new
making sure that
environments.
he's
exploring.
okay. Yeah.
It's 14.
Yeah, so the two of you then, Calvin not so much, but you notice that there's a man staring at you, and he knocks on the glass.
I will come out and
I'll wave at him.
look back at Big Chair as I do.
No, see, they're bigger. They're not like small meatball size. They're larger
Yeah,
than
he's
that.
just distracted.
More honey.
God.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna go out and
Perfect.
make sure
No,
that
it's
he's...
gonna be a good. I'm making it right now.
Maybe Zarek has tried to steal something from him.
Zarek's outside the
Yeah,
shop.
he's outside the other
Yeah.
shop just smoking his pipe. So he's just
Oh, okay. He just looks more relaxed. Okay.
yeah. So knocks again on the glass.
I
So he
will,
waves.
Yeah.
You walk out the store.
I will go to walk out the store, like go towards him.
Yeah, you walk out. He's just standing there.
Hello.
Zarek looks kind of like fine. nothing
Yeah,
wrong.
Zarek's just not far behind him that way at all.
Okay.
Just leaning up against one of the buildings, just smoking his pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'll come out and see if he needs any help.
Are you with him?
Yes. Did he do something wrong? Do you
No.
need any help?
No. I noticed your friends in the window.
Yes.
I've heard many things.
Oh.
Do you carry the responsibility of finding the answers that we seek?
What answers is that?
Do you not see? Look around you.
Yes, I can see this.
I've heard stories of people like yourself.
Are you from here?
I am from many places.
Okay, so you understand about the pages in the book and what we're doing. You don't.
And you are the ones who are responsible for saving everything.
Yes, we're trying to, at least. We're trying.
I see.
Are you okay?
I don't know yet.
At this point, he reaches
Oh,
for the sword at the side of his belt,
did I
and
notice that?
he's gonna get
Yeah.
one surprise round.
Yeah.
Let's roll for
I'm
initiative
pretty
just to see where we
thinking.
land.
I'm thinking a defenseless little man that
So,
needs help.
Say he's bald and bearded.
He's not me. He's not bearded. It's a little bit around.
Wearing kind of what you're wearing.
So what we're gonna do, since we had a couple weeks off, is right before we get into this fight, we're gonna take this time to pause
Yeah.
because it's been about an hour 45, hour 50, and we're gonna jump right back and do it after like a 5-minute bathroom break. Come back because we'll see what's gonna happen.
All right.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Stick around. I know I will.
That's right.